First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Detroit Lions. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kicker on.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Lions 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 20! And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, and now some space to operate. How did he stay on his feet? Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 55 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there.
And it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Allen on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL. And, in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know if the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
26-yard line.
2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And are able to get this one across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on. Set, cut 19. Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go now. Crack all 80. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
2nd and 5. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Check. Hurt. Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Check out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Second and 6. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. How about that? Their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 65 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Strike.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 98 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
21-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Nico Collins. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nico Collins, 93 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
The kicker on
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Bills 28, Lions 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tag! 70 Lions! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 50-yard line.
79 Broncos!
Back to throw here. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
70 Ranger!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Addison hauls it in. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cougar 19.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
65 catch. Here we go, set. Viking 18. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
the Lions.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A little juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's pulled in at the 32. Pushing his way through. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Fighting through. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. To the air, Allen setting up the screen here to Edwards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Got it. Ready? Go. Ready?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and goal from the 1. Edwards is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Lions 36.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
70, Hawk, 70. Ready.
The give right side for Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
38-yard line.
Ready.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll change things up.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Nick Bonito. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen. A swing pass here to Edwards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Allen. That one complete to McConkey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, it's Edwards. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
319! Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Half 85, half 85.
To throw is Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
The kicker on for the point after.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
On the set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And